Transient shapers. A lot of the plugins that deal with transients and sustain are quite boring, but not this one. Today we're gonna talk about Quantum from Wavesfactory. So let's get into the video. So I have opened up a session. This is how it sounds.
So tell me who's to blame then? Is he the reason you're missing now? He don't love you like he said he would. He's the reason you're lonely now. Baby, tell me what your move is. Tell me how you gonna find a way out. Way out. Baby, do you feel like leaving now? Got me feeling like there's one way.
Ooh, I must admit that transient shaper plugins are not my favorite. Great tools, but they don't pique my interest in a creative way. I use them all the time when it comes to manipulating the attack and the sustain of certain sounds, especially on percussive elements. They are quite boring. Quantum is here to change that because we have a really different approach to transient shapers. This is the interface of Quantum. As you can see, we have two different parts of the plugin: attack, sustain, each with volume and a solo button. In the middle, we have a cool little analyzer. We have the sensitivity, the mode, decay, hold, and the bit shown for the analyzer. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of real estate in the bottom of the plugin. Quantum is a transient shaper that's creative. You can add a lot of effects to the attack or to the sustain. That opens up a lot of avenues when it comes to creative processing or when it comes to dealing with problems. In the middle of the plugin, you will have controls for the effects: mix, output, and a meter. One way that I've been using Quantum is on instrumentals. I usually mix a lot of tracks where I don't have the track out and I have to deal with MP3 wave beats. I have Quantum inserted on the instrumental. The first thing that I do when using Quantum is set the sensitivity, the mode. Now that we have those two parts separated, the attack and the sustain, we can process them. An amazing feature of Quantum is the stereo tools effect. This allows you to manipulate the stereo information. For example, we can reduce the sides and we can make the sustain mono, or we can increase the sides, making the entire track wider. Let's say that we want the attack a bit more in the center. We can just reduce the side. You can even do some corrective EQ. So a lot of options when it comes to dealing with this sort of scenario. When you have a wave instrumental without having the track out, you need to adjust a few things in the mix, so Quantum is perfect for that. Another creative way that I've been using Quantum is on vocals. Yes, on vocals.
Is he the reason you're missing?
So you can hear that in the vocals we have some nasty sibilance. One way to deal with that, since the sibilance is mostly attack, so a percussive sound, process the attack with Quantum.
Now, you don't love he said he's the now, baby, tell me what you move.
And we can add an EQ dealing with those problems.
Tell me, find out, way out.
So we are basically making the attack of the vocals a bit darker. You can also compress the attack, controlling those nasty peaks. That will give you a bit more control over the vocals.
He's the reason you're lonely now. Baby, tell me what your move is. Tell me how you gonna find a way out. Way out. Baby, do you feel like leaving now? Got me feeling like there's one way out. Baby, tell me, can you see me now? Tell me, baby, how you breathing now? Came too far just to turn it all around. Too deep to forget you now. Is he the reason you're missing?
Using Quantum on a vocal bus, you have the option to manipulate the sustain. And let's go with stereo tools again, increasing the sides just a touch. You can get really creative with it. For example, you can add a pitch shifter. Let's pitch the sustain all the way up to 12 semitones. And we can get that. But when you blend that with the original signal, you get something like this.
Now, baby, tell me what your move is. Tell me how you gonna find a way out. Way out. Baby, do you feel like leaving?
By processing the attack and the sustain in a different way, for example with a pitch shifter, you don't mess with the impact, the power of the vocals, and that's really amazing.
Now, got me feeling like there's one way out. Baby, tell me, can you see me? He's the reason you're lonely now. Baby, tell me what your move is. Tell me how you gonna find a way out. Way out. Baby, do you feel like leaving now? Got me feeling like there's one way out. Baby, tell me, can you see me now?
You can always change the position of the effects.
Is he the reason you're missing now? He don't love you like he said he would. He's the reason you're lonely now. Baby, tell me what your move is. Tell me how you gonna find a way out. Way out. Baby, do you feel like leaving now? Got me feeling like there's one way out. Baby, tell me, can you see me now? Tell me, baby, how you breathing now? Came too far just to turn it all around. Too deep to forget you now. Is he the reason you're missing now? He don't love you like he said he would.
So you have a lot of creative control over a vocal bus, for example. I love using it on background vocals, ad-libs and things like that because I can get really crazy with the effects. This is a really crazy plugin when it comes to creativity. Like I've said, I don't wake up thinking about,
oh, today I'm gonna use some transient shapers.
No, but this one got me excited and I highly recommend trying it out. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram right there. Thanks for the support and see you guys really soon. Cheers.
Tell me what I gotta do to bring you back to me. When it's over and I don't